How are we doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, football pundits around the world? It's your boy Adam here, live on Couch Sports Football with Premier League action. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are we all from? Who do we support? Are we Arsenal fans? Are we Manchester United fans? Are we just fans of football? Let me know in the chat. Let's do this. There we go. Premier League action, ladies and gentlemen, and it's a doozy today. An absolute beauty. Arsenal, top of the table, take on Manchester United, who sit fourth, if I recall correctly. Fourth? Yeah, fourth. A victory today for Manchester United pushes them into third. Puts them in third on 42 points, which puts them 5 points behind Arsenal. But an Arsenal victory today puts them 5 points clear at the top of the table, ladies and gentlemen. And obviously they have to play the two games against City, but that's a huge lead there. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Arsenal taking on Manchester United here on Couch Sports Football. Are we Manchester United fans? Are we Arsenal fans? Are we just fans of football? Huge game for Arsenal today. They lost their fixture against Manchester United at Old Trafford. And Manchester United fans will have realist Manchester United fans would have thought Manchester United were lucky to come away with all 3 points. But they did. They came away with all 3 points. Was that the game where Martin Odegaard brought down Eriksen in the middle of the park? I think it was. I think it was that game. You South there won the Gulf Cup. Which team is that? Is that what flag is that? IQ? Iraq? I'm assuming that means Iraq. Old Trafford. Sorry, yeah, Iraq. That's crazy. The one who did they play in the final, South. And how are you doing? City winning 3-0. Haaland getting onto the score sheet. KDB on the assist. Did it finish 3-0? I think it did finish 3-0. Let me have a look. Yes, it finished 3-0. Haaland hat-trick. Ooh, Haaland hat-trick, ladies and gentlemen. Iraq versus Oman. I have some family that's gone over to Qatar. I have so my wife's cousins. She's got 2 cousins that have moved to Qatar to teach. So we had some family fly out a couple of days ago to go see them. So yeah, maybe one day I'll be flying out to Qatar just to see Wagwaning over there with family over there. But how are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Manchester United taking on Arsenal first, taking on fourth. A victory today pushes Manchester United with 5 points behind Arsenal in third place. But a huge game today, ladies and gentlemen, in the Premier League. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Players will be coming out shortly here for both sides. Mikel Arteta there just having his few words with the players in the tunnel. Messi beat CR7. I heard about that. I'll be honest with you, I didn't watch it. I wasn't interested in it. It's a huge game here in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen, between Manchester United and Arsenal at the Emirates. Huge game. This is a game that used to decide titles back in the day. The question is, what's it going to decide today? Is there going to be something to build on today? Is there something to look out for? PSG 5-4. I heard it was a mad game, Saud. I heard it was a mad game and PSG had a man sent off in the first half. I heard it was just goals galore. Just back and forth. But here we go with the players walking out here on Cal Sports Football. Manchester United taking on Arsenal. The players are out here live. Walking out onto the pitch. Let's transition over to the game days, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Let me know your predictions in the chat. Who's going to win this one? Is it going to be Arsenal? Is it going to be Manchester United? Or is it going to be a draw? Let me know what you guys think. This Rashford there, giving his last thoughts before he comes out. Arsenal there. They're going to come out firing. They're going to come out guns blazing today. Manchester United are going to have to be careful today. Let's give you the Arsenal team news. Mikel Arteta has chosen. I think it's the same team that played last week, I'll be honest with you. Ramsdale is in goal. Zinchenko, Gabriel, Saliba and Ben White. Odegaard, Partey and Xhaka. Martinelli, Nketiah and Bukayo Saka. So it's pretty much the same team that played against Tottenham in the London Cup. Sorry, the North London Derby. So it's a 4-3-3 and we know it's a very flexible 4-3-3 with Odegaard and Xhaka. It's more like a 4-4. It's more like a 4-1 holding and 2 just drifters. Manchester United on the other hand, David De Gea in goal. A back four of Wan-Bissaka, Varane, Martinez and Luke Shaw. A midfield a midfield 5, Scott McTominay and Christian Eriksen holding no Casemiro today. Booked against Crystal Palace, which means he's got a one-match ban. Anthony, Bruno Fernandes and Marcus Rashford play the attacking 3. With Wout Weghorst playing up top today. And that is a shocking, ladies and gentlemen, that is shocking. Photoshop there, Wout Weghorst. Absolutely horrendous. What are they doing? You're telling me that Sky don't have Photoshop people that can do a clear, good Photoshop? The players getting ready here. It's going to be a huge game in the Premier League, ladies and gentlemen. Wout Weghorst. Goals aren't going to be in Wout Weghorst's Arsenal today. He's going to want to try and create something here today. Try and help out this Manchester United team against Arsenal. Zinchenko there, having his last words with Odegaard in the Arsenal huddle. This feels something different. It feels different with Arsenal. It feels different, ladies and gentlemen. Mikel Arteta and Erik ten Hag there, embracing each other at the Etihad. Not at the Emirates. Why do I keep saying the Etihad? At the Emirates. Arsenal playing in their famous red kit. Manchester United in their in their away kit. Arsenal from left to right, Manchester United from right to left. Ladies and gentlemen, what a huge game it is here in the Premier League. Is this a game that we're going to look back on later on in the year? When the title is ordered, is this the one that we're going to look back on? As Manchester United start the game off here on the right side, and Martinez goes into Scott McTominay and it comes out here to Luke Shaw on the right side. Luke Shaw there, battling out against Ben White. Granit Xhaka, and it comes off the Arsenal player, and it goes out for a Manchester United throwing here down the right side. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0 here on Cal Sports Football. How are we all to it? Shaw to take the throwing here on the right side. Shaw to Eriksen. Back to Shaw. Into Rashford. Eriksen. Tries to feed the ball forward, but it's intercepted there by Partey, and he comes away with the ball into Eddie Nketiah. Out to the center side towards Granit Xhaka. Lays it into the path of Martinelli. 1-on-1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Tries to go around the outside this time, but Aaron Wan-Bissaka is there with a block, and it goes out for an Arsenal corner here. Corner here in the first minute of the game. Arsenal with a corner here in the first minute of the game, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0. Are Arsenal going to get an early lead here on Cal Sports Football? Martinelli there, going to take the corner down the left-hand side. Near post cleared away by Bruno Fernandes. Zinchenko wins the ball and he heads it into the path of Bukayo Saka. Being held up there by Christian Eriksen, and he brings the ball forward into the Arsenal half. Thomas Partey takes on the turn. He turns it back to Saka, back to Partey. Partey into the middle, finds Odegaard. Odegaard bring the ball forward here into the Manchester United half. Out to the left side, Zinchenko lays it into the path of Martinelli. Backwards to Odegaard, and his shot is blocked by Scott McTominay. Comes back to Odegaard, feeds it into behind. But it goes out for another corner here for for Arsenal. Down that left-hand side, Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal, like I said, have come out on the front foot, and they are going to be trying to cause scenes in this first moment of the game. Taken short, goes backwards to Zinchenko down that left-hand side, holds onto it, cuts it back. He feeds it into Xhaka, who finds himself with space in the box across the middle, and it's a side netting there by Thomas Partey, and it's a goal kick here for Manchester United on this right-hand side. Manchester United restart the game here on this right-hand side with David De Gea. Martinez to De Gea. Out wide here towards Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw holds the ball up into the middle there, finds Eriksen, flicks it into the path of Weghorst. It falls to Luke Shaw, and it falls to Rashford down the left-hand side. And he can't get away from Gabriel, and it goes out for a Manchester United throwing here down the left-hand side. Luke Shaw steps over to take it. Manchester United just riding the storm here in the first couple of minutes, because Arsenal are coming at them. Shaw on this left-hand side. Into Weghorst, takes on the turn, tries to feed it into Eriksen, but it's a combination of Partey and White to win the ball back. It goes all the way back to Saliba, and it's Gabriel now. Short to Saliba on the left-hand side, into Ben White on the touchline. Ben White holds onto it, intercepted there by Manchester United. High up the pitch by Rashford, 1-2 with Weghorst. Rashford holds onto it here, tries to go around the inside this time, cuts it back in on his drive for, holds onto the ball here. Ben White chucking back into the middle, that finds Bruno. Bruno on his left foot, brought down on the edge of the box, but the game carries on here with Arsenal, and Xhaka goes out to that left-hand sideways. Martinelli now 1-on-1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Martinelli puts his head down. Aaron Wan-Bissaka holds on to the ball here. Martinelli manages to get away from him down that left-hand side. 1-2 again. Cuts it back, but Wan-Bissaka just uses his strength and wins the ball. And McTominay goes out right here to Anthony on that right side. Anthony trying to bring the ball forward. Short into Eriksen. Out wide to Wan-Bissaka. Back to Eriksen here on the right side. And Anthony makes a run off the ball. Weghorst into Scott McTominay on the halfway line. Switches it out to the left-hand side towards Marcus Rashford. And Rashford has Shaw make the run over it. Rashford 1-on-1 against Saka. Tries to cut in on his right foot, but Saka's there with the interception. It falls to Luke Shaw across the middle, but it's cleared away by Saliba. And it falls to Eriksen, but Eriksen's touches straight into Odegaard. Eriksen manages to win it back, and the referee pulls it back here for a Manchester United free kick on this left-hand side. 4.5 minutes played. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0 here on Cal Sports Football. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the street. McTominay feeds it into Anthony. Anthony takes on the turn, but he's forced to go backwards to Varane on the halfway line. Short to Martinez on the centre circle. Martinez looking for some movement to head the ball. He squares it into Saka. Saka out wide to Marcus Rashford. Rashford gets away from Ben White, but Saliba's there to track back. And he goes all the way back to Ramsdale. And Ramsdale will just hoof it high up into the air. Shaw battling out against Saka. Shaw wins the header. Ben White wins the second one. Martinez clears it into the path of Odegaard. Odegaard finds Nketiah. Nketiah holds onto the ball here. Backwards to Partey. First time into Xhaka, who's in behind here, but he's intercepted there by Anthony on that right side. Anthony being held up by Xhaka. He gets away from him. He's got Zinchenko for cover as well. But he goes backwards to Bruno. First time into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Back to Bruno down that right side. Bruno into the path of McTominay. McTominay turns into Weghorst on the edge of the box. And he goes backwards to McTominay on this right side. McTominay out wide to Anthony on that touchline. Zinchenko comes over to cover. Saka is also there. He comes backwards to Bruno. And Manchester United just slowing the game down here. Arsenal, we're going to come at them. And Martinez sees a run over the top towards Bruno. And can he get there ahead of Ramsdale? He does. No penalty given. He's claiming for a penalty here, Bruno. He's claiming for a penalty. The referee's having none of it. And Arsenal restart the game here on this left-hand side. Arsenal to restart the game here on this left-hand side. 6 minutes played. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0. Ramsdale clears the ball out to the left-hand side towards Zinchenko. Zinchenko holds the ball up here. Short to Xhaka, and he goes all the way back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale holds onto the ball here on the edge of his own box. Out wide here towards Ben White. Ben White now on the ball down this touchline. First time into Saka on the halfway line. Back to Odegaard. Tries to feed him behind, but Martinez there to intercept. And he finds Bruno. Bruno into Weghorst. Weghorst into Rashford. Returns it back to Weghorst, but it's intercepted there by Saliba. Manchester United win the ball back here with Weghorst. Intercepted there by Odegaard. Manages to play a 1-2 with Partey. Headed away by Gabriel, and Ben White clears the ball down the line into Varane on the centre circle, who wins the header. Partey wins the second header. Varane battling against Nketiah. He brings the ball down for Varane. Martinez is there, and he comes away with the ball here for Manchester United. Out to this left-hand side over the top towards Marcus Rashford. He's going to try and battle it out against Ben White. But Ben White's there with the clearance. And it goes out for a Manchester United throwing here down this left-hand side. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Sure to take the throwing here on this left-hand side. Backwards to Rafael Varane on the halfway line. Varane bringing the ball into the centre circle. Out wide to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Martinelli comes over to cover. He goes short to Anthony. Anthony now. All the way back to the keeper, David De Gea. Manchester United restart from the back here. 8 minutes played. Short to Martinez. Saka comes over to cover. Backwards to David De Gea. De Gea now on the ball. Out wide to Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's had a great revival since Dalot has been injured. How are we all doing? De Gea clears the ball down the line, but there's no one there for Manchester United. And it goes out for a throwing here on the right side for Arsenal. Taken first time by Ben White into Saka. So White holds onto the ball here. Into Odegaard. Odegaard on the turn. Floats the ball into the box, but it's deflected. And he makes his way back to Partey. Out wide to Martinelli on that left-hand side. One-on-one against Wan-Bissaka. Right foot. Out wide. Goal kick for Manchester United on the right side. 8.5 minutes played. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 0 here on Couch Sports Football. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. De Gea now. To restart the game from the goal kick here. Goes short to Martinez. De Gea out wide to Saka. Sorry, Shaw. Shaw first time into Eriksen. Eriksen tries to take on the turn. But it comes off Partey and it goes out for a throwing here down the right side. Shaw to take the throwing here down the right side. Goes into Weghorst. First time into Scott McTominay. Leaves it to Bruno. Bruno tries to switch it, but Odegaard wins the ball back. And Arsenal can counter here with again Nketiah to his right. Martinelli to his left. Odegaard holds onto the ball here. Saka goes into the box, but it's intercepted there by Manchester United. Martinelli's there. It falls to Shaw. Odegaard on the edge of the box, but Eriksen's there with the header away. And Partey comes away with it. But Weghorst is there. And Gabriel comes away with it. But the referee pulls it back for an Arsenal free kick here. Anthony there just having a word with Gabriel here. Manchester United there. Losing the ball with Bruno here. Arsenal to restart the game here. 10 minutes into the game. Free kick here. Left of centre. Xhaka and Zinchenko step over it. What are they going to do here? 11 minutes in the game. Can they create something here from this free kick? Saka is behind Luke Shaw. Gabriel battling Rashford. Nketiah in the middle, ball put into the box, is headed away by Varane. It's going to come to Saka, goes backwards, but Weghorst is there to intercept, and he clears it down the run, and Rashford tries to speed it to Ben White, but Ben White goes all the way back to Ramsdale here on this left-hand side, and it's Arsenal now to restart here on this left-hand side with Ramsdale. Clears the ball down the line, but Martinez is there to win it. Eriksen flicks it into the path of Rashford, headed away by Ben White, and Saka brings the ball under control. Gets away from Eriksen, gets away from McTominay, and he finds Granit Xhaka, who goes out wide to Martinez on the left-hand side. One-on-one against Aaron Wan-Bissaka, goes on his right foot, cuts back in, lays it across Nketiah, but it's intercepted there by Eriksen, and his pass is blocked by an Arsenal player, and it comes out to Zinchenko. Here we go with Saliba, Manchester United on the back foot. Arsenal are applying the pressure. Ben White. Backwards to Saliba on the centre circle, out to the left-hand side towards Granit Xhaka, who holds onto the ball here. Brings the ball forward here for Arsenal into the Manchester United half, out to the left-hand side towards Martinelli. Martinelli into the middle there finds Zinchenko, but it's behind him, allows Manchester United to win the ball back with Eriksen, and it's Anthony now on the ball here on that right side. One-on-one is Gabriel. He tries to go around the outside, but his touch is heavy. But he still manages to hold on to the ball here. Anthony on that right side gets away from the play, and he's brought down, but the game carries on here. And it's Manchester United to restart the game here with Wan-Bissaka. Backwards to Varane on the halfway line. He goes short to Martinez. Martinez on the centre circle in the Arsenal half. Bruno to his left. Scott McTominay through the middle, but he holds onto it here. Out to the left-hand side towards Bruno Fernandes. Bruno holds onto the ball here. Into the middle left finds Scott McTominay, who has time to turn on the centre circle. He's got a few players ahead of him. Who's he going to pick out? He picks out Wan-Bissaka down the right side. Anthony's to his right, but he goes short to McTominay. Backwards to Varane here. Varane bringing the ball forward. Out wide to... it goes backwards to Wan-Bissaka, out wide to Anthony down that right side. One-on-one against Zinchenko, feeds it into Scott McTominay on the edge of the box here. McTominay goes backwards to Anthony. Anthony one-on-one against Zinchenko. Wan-Bissaka makes the run into the box, but left foot into the box, and it's cleared away by Partey. And Martinez will get there ahead of Nketiah and go all the way back to David De Gea on the right side. Christian Eriksen, out wide to Rafael Varane. And he goes backwards to David De Gea. Out wide to Rafael Varane here. Eddie Nketiah will do a bit of the doggy work to try and apply some pressure to Manchester United's back line. And it comes all the way back to Martinez here on the right side. Martinez on the edge of the Manchester United box, bringing the ball forward here. Over the top towards Marcus Rashford. But Saliba's there to win the header. And it falls to Luke Shaw on the halfway line, bringing the ball forward. Out wide to Rashford. First time into Weghorst. Tries to return it back, but it's intercepted. And it falls to Saka, who finds Odegaard on the halfway line. Returns it back to Saka. Martinez is coming over to cover Saka. One-on-one against Martinez on the touchline here. Bruno's tracking back, and it comes off Bruno. And it goes off for... And Arsenal throw it. Taken quickly into Saka here. One-on-one against Luke Shaw. Cuts in on his left foot. Ball put in. And it's cleared away by Wan-Bissaka. And maybe he needed just a bit of composure there, because that would have just gone out for a goal kick. And he's just given a corner away here for Arsenal. 14 minutes into the game. Arsenal 0. Manchester United 0 here on Cal Sports Football, and we have a corner here on that left-hand side. Martinelli steps over to take it. Can he get a better distribution into the box this time? He does, but it's cleared a bit by Weghorst. Odegaard goes out wide to Martinelli. Will he keep it in play? Yes, he does, and it's Odegaard now with the ball here on this left-hand side, being charged down by Anthony. Goes backwards to Zinchenko. Zinchenko on the centre circle, out to the right side towards Bukayo Saka. Saka holds onto the ball here. Squares it into Partey. Partey on the turn. Zinchenko through the middle. Zinchenko just couldn't get it out of his stride. And it falls to Martinez. And Luke Shaw goes all the way back to David De Gea on the right side. Clears the ball down the line, but Martinelli wins the ball. Varane heads into the path of McTominay. And McTominay clears it into Anthony. Tries to feed it back to McTominay, but it falls to Weghorst. And he goes back to Anthony on the centre circle. Backwards to Martinez on the right side for Manchester United. Martinez on the centre circle. Into Scott McTominay. Out wide to Rafael Varane here on the right side. Bringing the ball forward. Into Aaron Wan-Bissaka. 1-on-1 against Martinelli. Gets around the inside and it falls to Bruno. The offside flag goes up. And Arsenal restart the game here. Saliba. Backwards to Gabriel here on this left-hand side. Goes into the middle towards Martinelli, but it's intercepted there by Varane, and it falls to Anthony down that touchline here in the Arsenal half. Rafael Varane on the ball. Goes backwards to Martinez on the centre circle. Holds onto the ball here. Out wide to Rafael Varane. Varane goes backwards to Martinez. Martinez on the halfway line. Floats the ball over the top towards Rashford, Bruno, but Saliba's there. And he heads into Ben White, and it's Bukayo Saka now on the ball here on the left-hand side. Tries to get away from Luke Shaw, but it falls to Partey. Intercepted, and it falls to Bruno. Bruno into Rashford. Rashford gets away from Partey. He's got Bruno to his left. If he can find it, he takes the shot. Oh! Marcus Rashford! Marcus Rashford, MBE! Marcus Rashford picks it out of his foot. He takes it past Thomas Partey like he's not even there. And he puts it on his right foot. And he puts it into the back of the net to make it 1-0 here in the 18th minute of this game. Now we have a game on our hands. 'Manchester United are a goal up here on Cal Sports Football Links today. What a goal, and you're right. And Manchester United have the ball here down the left-hand side with Marcus Rashford. Holds onto the ball into Van Veghorst, but the referee pulls it back here for a free kick. And that's going to be a yellow card here to Ben White. "18 minutes into the game, Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. 19th minute into the game, Rafael Varane on the ball here on the right side. Squares it into the path of Martinez here. World Cup winner Martinez. Back to David De Gea. De Gea now on the penalty spot. Clears the ball over the top towards Van Veghorst, who tries to head it into the path of Rashford, but it ricochets off a few Arsenal players and it comes to Gabriel. Partey. Backwards to Gabriel here on the left-hand side. Out to the left-hand side towards Xhaka, who goes backwards to Gabriel. And Gabriel goes into Zinchenko on the touchline, who has time to turn and bring the ball forward into the Manchester United half. He drives with the ball. Anthony's tracking back. Anthony does well just to get the ball off him. And it falls to Eriksen. And Eriksen feeds the first time over the top ball towards Rashford. But it falls to Saliba. 9 goals in 9 games, Digster. Rashford's on a mission right now. Saka down the ball on the halfway line. Being held up by Shaw. And it's a free kick here on this left-hand side. Gabriel out wide to Martinelli down the left-hand side. Held onto the ball into Zinchenko. Zinchenko on the halfway line. Forced to go backwards to Gabriel. And Arsenal restart the game here on this left-hand side. Rashford with the goal in the 20th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Zinchenko now on the ball. Into Odegaard. Out to the left-hand side, into the middle, finds Saka, takes on the 10, and Nketiah there with a shot. It goes out for a corner. Haaland, though, already beaten last year's joint top scorer who has got 23. He's now on 25. You know what, Digster? What I'm going to do is I want to check how many of the last 5 or 10 Premier League campaigns does he beat the Golden Boot. That's what I want to see. 21 minutes into the game, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1 here on Cal Sports Football. I can look now. Go for it, Digster. Let me know. Saka now to take the corner here down the left-hand side. Takes it in short in towards Martinelli, and it's wide. Something from the training ground. Something from the training ground. Arsenal 0, Manchester United 1. 22 minutes played here on Cal Sports Football. De Gea now from the goal kick. Wide to Saka, who holds onto the ball here. Loses the ball to Martinelli. Martinelli comes away with the ball here on this left-hand side. Goes into the middle off the post. Podcast there with the follow. How are you doing off the post? Where are you from? And who do you support? Are you an Arsenal fan? Are you a Manchester United fan? Or are you just a fan of football? Here we go with an Arsenal corner down that left-hand side. Martinelli to take the corner here. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Manchester United are a goal up here at the Emirates. Can Arsenal get an equaliser? Short corner into Odegaard. Backwards to Martinelli. Holds onto the ball here. Lays it into the middle towards Saliba. Saliba on the turn. Backwards to Zinchenko. Out to Saka. First time into Martinelli. It falls to Saka, who goes backwards to Zinchenko. Zinchenko into Odegaard. Odegaard on the edge of the box. Out to the left-hand side towards Saka. Across the middle. Eddie Nketiah is there. And Eddie Nketiah makes it 1-1 here on Cal Sports Football. And where was the defending? Where was the defending for Manchester United? Eddie Nketiah comes out of nowhere, looks to be completely free, and he heads it into the back of the net to make it 1-1, ladies and gentlemen. Dixon there, what a game, you're right. Let's have a look. It goes out wide to Odegaard. Odegaard into Xhaka, and it's Wan-Bissaka who's ball watching. Wan-Bissaka ball watching at the back post there. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the stream. 1-1 here on Cal Sports Football. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Manchester United lead was 6 minutes. Let's see what they do. 25 minutes played here on Cal Sports Football. How are we all doing? Rashford on the ball on the centre circle. Can't get away from Thomas Partey. He brings the ball forward here onto the edge of the box. He's got Martinez making it in there. Eddie Nketiah holds the ball up down the left-hand side. Goes round the outside. Puts the ball back post. But it's overhit. Martin Odegaard will keep it in play here on the right side. Ben White makes overlapping run, goes in behind to Saka. Saka across the middle and is cleared away by Scott McTominay. And Rashford will let that go out for an Arsenal throwing here on this right side. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Odegaard can't keep it in play. Goes out from Manchester United throwing here on this right side. 25 minutes played here on Cal Sports Football. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Luke Shaw steps over to take the throwing here. Shaw into Bruno Eriksson into Veghorst. Holds onto the ball here. Brought down. Free kick Manchester United. How are we all doing? Shaw goes backwards to Martinez. All the way back to David De Gea on this right side. Shaw to Martinez. Martinez goes all the way back to David De Gea on the right side. Clears the ball down the line into Veghorst, who flicks it onto Anthony, but it's headed away by Zinchenko. Veghorst on the halfway line, switches it out to the left-hand side towards Rashford, and it's intercepted there by Veghorst. Out to the left-hand side finds Rashford. Rashford's on the left-hand side, cuts in on his right foot, and he can't get away from Odegaard. Odegaard does well to hold on to the ball here. And he comes away with the ball here on the left-hand side. Switches it over the top towards Martinelli, but Wan-Bissaka's there to win the header. Can Anthony keep it in play? Yes, he does. And he brings the ball forward here down that right side. First time into Wan-Bissaka. Backwards to Anthony. Anthony now into Bruno. Backwards to McTominay. Into Eriksson. Into Martinez on the centre circle. Bringing the ball into the Arsenal half. Out to the centre side. Rashford. Rashford one against Ben White, but he can't get away from him. Luke Shaw can't intercept the ball. And Saka switches the ball over the top towards Eddie Nketiah. Rafael Varane tracking back. Eddie Nketiah manages to hold on to the ball here. Backwards to Saka, leads it to Odegaard. Odegaard bringing the ball forward. Martinez is there, and he wins the ball off him. And Manchester United come away with the ball here with Lisandro Martinez into Veghorst out wide to Anthony on the right side. Can Manchester United counter here? One-on-one against Gabriel. Zinchenko tracking back. Anthony on the edge of the box here. Lays it into McTominay, takes the shot, and it's saved by Ramsdale. And it goes out for a corner here for Manchester United on the right side. 28 minutes played. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. How are we all doing? Corner here for Manchester United on the right side of the pitch. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1, 28th minute play, ladies and gentlemen. Is there going to be another goal here before half time? Referee just comes over to have a word. The referee just having a word with the with the Arsenal players there from this corner. Luke Shaw steps over to take it on the right side. Let's see what Manchester United can do. Whipped into the box, headed away by Gabriel. Eriksson heads it back from where it came. Zinchenko clears it away. Manchester United win the ball back with Eriksson into Rashford on the edge. Backwards to Scott McTominay, but it comes off him. Saliba's there. And the offside flag has gone up, and Arsenal will restart the game here on this left-hand side. 29 minutes played. Odegaard there, just staying on the ground here. Back up on his feet, just catching a breather. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Here we go with Gabriel. Over the top towards Bukayo Saka, but Luke Shaw wins the header. And it goes out for an Arsenal throwing. Ben White to take the throwing here. 29th minute played. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Saka tries to take on the turn, but it comes off Scott McTominay. Luke Shaw is there to win the ball back, and he goes back to Wan-Bissaka, and Wan-Bissaka goes all the way back to David De Gea on the right side. Into Lisandro Martinez here. Over the top towards Marcus Rashford, but Ben White's there to win the header. Odegaard can't get there. Eriksson heads it into Veghorst, but Saka's there, and he goes back to Partey, and it's now Xhaka on the ball. Backwards to Gabriel. Into Saliba on the center side. First time into Odegaard. Odegaard goes backwards to Gabriel. Anthony comes over to pressure, and Arsenal managed to play its way out to Zinchenko down the left-hand side. 13 minutes played. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Gabriel Bringing the ball forward here. Goes short to Martinelli. Martinelli on the halfway line. Backwards to Gabriel. And it goes into the middle. Martinelli has time and he's got Eddie Nketiah making the run behind. Martinelli holds onto the ball here on the edge of the box here, but he can't get away from Varane. And it comes all the way back to Saka here. Saka into Zinchenko first time into Odegaard. Odegaard takes it out of his feet. 1-on-1 against Scott McTominay. Out wide here to Saka. 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Odegaard makes overlapping run. He goes short to Martinelli. Back to Saka, but he's intercepted. It falls to Odegaard. Odegaard on the turn being held up by Martinez across the middle, and it comes off McTominay. But the offside flag goes up and Manchester United restart the game here on the right-hand side. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1 here on Cal Sports Football. David De Gea now to restart the game here on the right-hand side. Referee there just gives the signal. Long kick over the top. Weghorst tries to head it on, but Ben White is there. And it falls to Eriksen, and he lets it go out for a Manchester United throwing here on the left-hand side. 26, Suarez 31, Aguero 26, Harry Kane 25, Harry Kane 29, Salah 32. Joint top scorers Salah, Sadio Mane, Aubameyang 22, Vardy 23, Harry Kane 23. Joint top scorers Salah and Son with 23. Wow. Weghorst jumps up for that, but he can't get there. Zinchenko gets ahead of Anthony, and Saliba goes all the way back to the keeper, Ramsdale. Anthony comes over to apply a bit of pressure. He goes short to Saliba, into Partey, out to the left-hand side. Ben White into the Saka, being held up by Shaw, and the referee pulls it back here for a free kick here for Arsenal on this left-hand side. Luke Shaw now to get a yellow card here, 33 minutes into the game. Oh no, I think it's Arteta who got the yellow card. I think it's Arteta who got the yellow card, not Luke Shaw. "33 minutes play, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1 here on Cal Sports Football. Ben White. After this season, United wouldn't have won the league for 10 years. Wow. Long kick over the top. Lisandro Martinez with the header. Varane now clears the ball high up into the air. Weghorst battling out against Saliba. Saliba wins the ball. It falls to Eriksen. Rashford on the halfway line. Backwards to Luke Shaw. And it's Martinez on the right side. Holding on to the ball. Squares it into Luke Shaw here on the right side. Shaw now. Into Martinez. McTominay. Back to Shaw. Martinez on the right side. On the edge of the own box. Xhaka applying pressure. De Gea. Wide to Shaw on the right side. Christian Eriksen on the touchline. Manchester United trying to play out their own half. Weghorst back to Eriksen. Switches it over the top towards Anthony. Does it go over Zinchenko? Yes, it does. Wan-Bissaka makes all up a run. Anthony in behind to Wan-Bissaka, but it's a short pass, and Zinchenko's there, but Bruno wins the ball back. Anthony now on the ball here on the right side. Gets away from a few players, but he can't get away from Xhaka, and it's Manchester United who win the ball with Eriksen. Bruno's passes short, but Manchester United still trying to win the ball back, but it's cleared away, and Martinez has it on the halfway line, and he goes all the way back to David De Gea on the right side, who will go short to Christian Eriksen. Backwards to David De Gea. 18 years? I think it's been... Has it not been longer than that? When's the last time they won it? Oh no, it might be 18 years. It might be 18 years. Yeah, 2004. Yeah, you're right. De Gea now to restart the game. 35th minute played, just under 10 to go of the 45, ladies and gentlemen. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Saliba down the port. Into the middle finds Odegaard. Odegaard holds onto it here on the halfway line. Backwards to Gabriel. Short to Partey on the centre circle. Gets away from Bruno. Squares it into Zinchenko on that left-hand side. Zinchenko. Bringing the ball forward. Gets away from Anthony. Can't get away from... Manages to find the pass to Eddie Nketiah. And he squares it into Zinchenko. Backwards to Nketiah. Down that left-hand side. Back to Partey here. Zinchenko takes it off him on the halfway line. And he goes short to Xhaka on the centre circle. Out to the right side, Ben White, who's got space to bring the ball forward. Saka to his right, Odegaard to his left. He brings the ball forward here. Lays it into Saka, 1-on-1 against Shaw here. Ben White makes an uphill run. Saka puts the ball into the box, but it comes off the Manchester United player, and it goes out for a corner here on the right side. When you type Spurs league titles into Google, it's so disrespectful. What happens when you type Spurs league titles into Google? When's the last time have they ever won it? I honestly don't know. Saka to take the corner here down the right side. 36th minute played. Manchester United are drawing here at the Emirates. It goes through everyone, and Wan-Bissaka is going to be hold on to the ball here and clear it down the line. Can Christian Eriksen get the header? Zinchenko, no, he can't. And he heads it into Gabriel. Xhaka now the ball on that left-hand side. Eddie Nketiah, pass is intercepted. Wan-Bissaka gets there ahead of Gabriel, but Eddie Nketiah wins the ball back, and it forces Zinchenko. Here we go with Partey now on the ball. Out to the right side towards Bukayo Saka. 1-on-1 against Shaw. Ben White makes a rapid run, and he manages to get there, and Martinez is tracking back. And Manchester United now with the ball here with Anthony on the left-hand side. He's got Rashford making the run through the middle, and Weghorst is free in the middle. But Gabriel is there. And it goes all the way back to Ramsdale, who'll just clear it down the line. Saka comes off short, and it goes out for an Arsenal throwing. Have Spurs ever won the league? I know they've never won the Premier League, but have they ever won the league? You know, before the Premier League, there was still top flight football. They have won it, okay. Spurs won the first ever FA Cup, though. And look at it, no one gives a shit about the FA Cup. 38th minute played, Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1 here on Cal Sports Football. Arsenal to restart the game from the throwing. But the free kick is given. Eddie Nketiah brought down free kick. Arsenal on the right side. Look at that shiner. That is a filthy bruise on Martinez's face. Partey. Short to Xhaka. Out to that left-hand side towards Zinchenko. Zinchenko holds the ball up. Out to that left-hand side towards Martinelli. Backwards to Zinchenko on the halfway line. Holding on to the ball here on the left-hand side. Zinchenko trying to play the ball forward. Goes backwards to Saliba. Saliba into Odegaard. Out to the left-hand side towards Ben White, who brings the ball forward into the Manchester United half. Odegaard to his left, but he passes it straight to Eriksen. Eriksen gets away. Odegaard gets away from Ben White. And it's Luke Shaw now on the ball here. Bruno. Anthony. Waits for Bruno to make the rapid run, and he does, and he keeps it in play here down the left-hand side. He's got Rashford and Weghorst there. He leaves it to Eriksen. Rashford makes a run in through the middle. He goes out to Bruno on the left-hand side. Bruno, right foot into the box, headed away by Xhaka, and it goes out for a throwing on the left-hand side for Manchester United. 39th minute played. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Luke Shaw steps over to take the throwing here on the left-hand side. They've won the first division twice. Okay. And then they've won the second division twice. Shaw goes backwards to Bruno. Bruno all the way to Rafael Varane on the right side. Varane goes short to Christian Eriksen. McTominay makes a run off the ball, but he goes square to Martinez. Martinez back to Varane on the halfway line. McTominay comes short to pick up the ball, but he goes out wide to Eriksen. Eriksen on the centre circle, backwards to Varane on the halfway line. Manchester United very slow in their build-up here. Bruno Fernandes. Backwards to Martinez on the halfway line. Into Rafael Varane. Bringing the ball forward. Wan-Bissaka is free through the middle, and he does. Backwards to Eriksen. Anthony on that right side. McTominay through the middle, but he squares it into Martinez on the centre circle. Out to the left side towards Bruno. Bruno holds onto the ball here, switches it out wide to Christian Eriksen. Anthony's free down that right side if they can find it, but he holds onto the ball here. Christian Eriksen. Out wide to Anthony now. Aaron Wan-Bissaka's in behind here, but Anthony holds onto it here. Left foot into the box towards Weghorst. But it's over him, and it goes all the way back to Ramsdale, and Arsenal will counter here with Thomas Partey bringing the ball forward here. He's got Odegaard and Saka to his right, Eddie Nketiah and Martinelli to his left. He holds onto the ball here, Partey. Out wide to Saka, but it's short, and Shaw wins the ball back, and it's McTominay into Rashford on the halfway line. Bringing the ball forward here down the left hand side. He puts the burners on here, Rashford. He gets away from Partey, but he can't get away from Ben White. He holds the ball up here and goes backwards to Shaw. Shaw into Bruno. Back to Shaw, all the way back to Varane on the centre circle. They've won the FA Cup 8 times and the League Cup now, the Carabao Cup 4 times. Rafael Varane. Out wide to Eriksen. 1-2 with Anthony. Wan-Bissaka to his right. Varane behind him and he goes through him. Varane on the ball here. Being out wide to Anthony. Anthony turns. Zinchenko comes over to cover. But he goes backwards to Eriksen. 41 minutes played, ladies and gentlemen. We have 3.5 minutes of the 45 to go plus added time. Varane into the middle towards Bruno. If Weghorst flicks it into the path, but it's cleared away. Shaw gets there first. But the offside flag goes up and Arsenal restart the game here on this left-hand side. Martinelli now on the ball here on this left-hand side. Goes backwards to Gabriel. Gabriel holds onto the ball here. 42 minutes played. 3 minutes and a 45 to go plus added time. Xhaka backwards to Gabriel. Gabriel into Partey. Partey goes backwards to Saliba. Saliba into Gabriel. Weghorst tries to come over to cover. And it goes all the way back to Ramsdale here on this left-hand side. Ramsdale on the edge of his own box. Out to the shine side towards Ben White. Does he keep it in play? No, he can't. It goes out for a throwing here on the left-hand side for Manchester United. Sure to take the throwing here. Shaw from the throwing into Weghorst, cleared away by Saliba. Partey's there, gets away from Eriksen, but he can't get away from Weghorst, and Saliba manages to clear the ball down the line, but Martinez wins the header. Odegaard heads it into the path of Martinelli, but Varane's there to cover. Xhaka heads it on, but McTominay wins the second one. Bruno can't get the header. Saka, and Saka finds Martinelli on the halfway line and goes backwards to Gabriel. 43 minutes played. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Saliba on the left-hand side. Into Partey. Partey out wide to Ben White on this touchline. Backwards to Partey. All the way back to Saliba. Weghorst comes over to apply a bit of pressure, but he squares it into Gabriel. Gabriel has Xhaka to his left, and he goes short to Zinchenko on the centre circle, and Zinchenko goes out wide to Xhaka on the left-hand side, who's got space to bring the ball forward. Nketiah makes a run into the box if he can find him, but Martinez is there to clear, and it falls to Bruno. Scott McTominay now. Backwards to Luke Shaw. Out wide to Bruno Fernandes here on the shine side. Bruno holds onto the ball here. Over the top towards Rashford, who's brought down. Referee says no foul. Saka brings the ball forward. Oh no, the referee did say foul. Manchester United restart the game here on the 44th minute. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1 here on Cal Sports Football. Fulham versus Tottenham tomorrow, ladies and gentlemen. That'll be live here on Cal Sports Football. You know I'm going to be live for that one. Dixter, your prediction for tomorrow? Oh, it came out. Dixter, I don't know if you heard. Antonio Conte is leaving at the end of the season. Those are the hard rumors. He's leaving at the end of the season. Martinez now. Goes all the way back to David De Gea on the shine side. I mean, hold on. What about now? What about now? Why can't you just get rid of him now? He's not doing anything to your squad. Shaw's pass is intercepted there by Saliba, and Manchester United have to defend here. At the end of the first half, Saliba goes short to Saka. Martinez is there. He manages to find the pass to Xhaka here. Xhaka on the turn, bringing the ball forward. Out to the left side towards Martinelli. Martinelli 1-on-1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Lays it to pass to Zinchenko, whose shot is wide. And maybe Eddie Nketiah could have taken a bit of a gamble and got at the end of that. But there's going to be 2 minutes of added time here. Just kick him out. Exactly. If he's not here at the end of the season and he's not doing anything now, what's the point of keeping him in there? Get rid of him. See if someone else can get a tune out of these players. De Gea now to restart the game. High up in towards Weghorst, but Saliba wins the header. It falls to Christian Eriksen. Down the left-hand side, tries to feed the pass into Anthony, but it comes as Ben White. Manchester United win the ball back with Luke Shaw. Rashford here on the left-hand side, squares it into Bruno. Bruno on the turn. On Manchester United going to go a goal up here in the first half and the end, but it's intercepted there. It falls to Wan-Bissaka, who's brought down on the penalty in the box. The referee says carry on, claims for a penalty. Saka wins the ball back. It falls to Xhaka. And it comes out to Ben White here on the left-hand side. 46 minutes played. Ben White holds onto the ball here. Goes all the way back to Ramsdale. Ramsdale on the 6-yard box. Gabriel on the penalty box. Backwards to Ramsdale. Arsenal trying to play out from the back. Zinchenko. Back to Ramsdale. Into Martinelli. Martinelli manages to find the pass to Zinchenko whilst he slips. And we've got 30 seconds left. And Arsenal going to counter here on the halfway line. I went to Bukayo Saka. 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. He's got 3 players to aim for. Saka, left foot, shot blocked by Shaw. It comes back to Saka. 1-on-1 against Shaw. Cuts back in. Shot. Blocked. Headed on by Eriksen. It falls to Partey. Urged to shoot. It's cleared away. Zinchenko gathers it in the box. But Manchester United win it back. Shaw with the Saka with the shot. And De Gea gathers it in his hands. And that's half time, ladies and gentlemen, here on Couch Sports Football. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1 here on Couch Sports Football. I'm going to take a quick break. I'll see you for the second half. So stay tuned, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? Second half coming up here on Card Sports Football. Welcome, welcome to you all. Where are we all from? Are we Manchester United fans? Are we Arsenal fans? Are we just fans of football? Let me know in the chat. I don't even know how to say your name. I'm just gonna call you Armandi. Armanditorius. Armandatorius. How are you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are you from and who do you support? Scuba Culture there in the chat. How are you doing, my brother? Welcome to the stream. Let's go, Gunners. Let's go, Gunners. Second half coming up here on Card Sports Football. How are we all doing? How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 1 at the Emirates. Rashford gets away from Partey with ease from that first goal, and he takes it out of his feet and just goes for goal. Ramsdale is caught off guard. He has no idea that shot is coming, and it goes into the back of the net. But here we go with the players coming out here on Cal Sports Football. Are we predicting anything in the second half, ladies and gentlemen? Let me know in the chat. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1 here on Cal Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Let me know in the chat where you're from and let me know who you're supporting. Are you an Arsenal fan? Are you a Manchester United fan, or are you just a fan of football? This is a platform for all football fans around the world to come together and talk football. Doesn't matter where you're from, it doesn't matter who you support. If you watch the international sport of this planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen, this is the platform for you. Looks like Tommy Yasu is going to be coming on here for Arsenal. I'm assuming Ben White's coming off. Tommy Yasu plays down the right. I can't see. I don't know if Zinchenko's coming off. Let's see who's coming off here for Tommy Yasu. Yeah, Tommy Yasu. So Ben White has come off because he's on a yellow card and he's bringing on Tommy Yasu down that right hand side. How was the City game? Was at Kids Indoor Footy game. Scuba Culture. Haaland scored a hat trick, so he now has gone past the Golden Boot winner last year. KDB with an assist. I don't know who else, but it was 3-0 City in the end. But I think it was just a simple football again for Man City. I think it just went back to normal. And ladies and gentlemen, Arsenal shooting from right to left, Manchester United from left to right here on Cal Sports Football. Let's start off here with Arsenal. Long kick over the top, headed on by Tommy Yasu, but he heads into Bruno Fernandes and he goes into Vegos. Vegos on the halfway line, out to the left hand side towards Rashford. But it's a short pass and allows Saliba to get the challenge in there. And Tommy Yasu goes all the way back to Ramsdale here on the right side. Yeah, you're right. It was on the TV here in the UK. Here we go with Odegaard on the halfway line. Goes short to Saka. Backwards to Tomiyasu on the halfway line. Bring the ball forward into the Manchester United half. Squares it into Zinchenko. And it goes out to Martinelli. It's because they thought the Brentford Leeds game was more draw to TV than the City Wolves game. You know, one team battling out for relegation, one trying to get back into the top flight. To the top of the table. Anthony now with the pull on the right side, holding on to it, can't get away from Zinchenko, and he lays it into the middle towards Ericsson, but Partey is there to intercept, and the referee pulls it back here for a Manchester United free kick down the right side. 46 minutes played. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Why do they do that? I have no idea, dude. I have no idea. Here in the UK, where the Premier League is what everyone wants to watch, we don't get rights to watch every single game. It's absolutely insane. It's not even a conversation. Like, how do the Premier League not allow us to watch everything in the UK? Either normal cable or stream. Exactly, Scuba Culture. Exactly. Long kick over the top. The referee pulls it back here for a foul by Weghorst. And Arsenal restart the game here with Odegaard. Zinchenko on the centre circle gets away from the Manchester United players, but he's brought down here. And someone's going to get a yellow card here. Anthony gets a yellow card here. Let's have a look to see this. Referee gives the yellow card to Anthony here. 47th minute here on Catch Sports Football. Arsenal 1, Manchester United 1. Anyone want to predict the score, ladies and gentlemen, in this second half? Martinelli can't get away from Wan-Bissaka. Wow, Weghorst does well, and he finds Anthony. And Anthony's in behind here on the side. Partey's tracking back, but Anthony can't get there. Can he hold on to the ball here? Partey hits it out for a corner. And Manchester United restart the game here on the side. 47th minute played. Anthony's first touch is so heavy. That guy has no pace on him whatsoever. He's running in behind. And out of nowhere, Partey manages to catch him. 3-1 to the Gunners, feeling optimistic. I thought it was going to be 3-1 Arsenal before the game started. Shaw to take the corner here down the right side. 49-56, Spurs dominated Division 2. Okay, Shaw now to take the corner here on the right side. 48 minutes, cleared away. And it falls to Saka here on the right side. Holds on to the ball. Can't get away from Anthony, can't get away from Martinez, but it comes out to the left-hand side towards Nketiah. Nketiah down the touchline. He's got Martinelli ahead of him, 1-on-1 against Christian Eriksen. He cuts it back, but Martinez does well to win the ball. Eddie Nketiah does well to hold on to it, and he falls to Saka. Saka out wide to Odegaard. Odegaard into Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu has Xhaka ahead of him. He squares it into Odegaard. Odegaard with a float into the box, back post, but Wan-Bissaka's there to win the header. Martinelli will keep it alive here down the left-hand side. And he goes backwards to Odegaard. Zinchenko gets himself into the box, floats it into the box, but it's headed away by Martinez. McTominay with a clear. Weghorst into Anthony, but it falls to Gabriel. Gabriel brought down by Weghorst. Referee's having none of it, and it falls to Martinelli. Short to Odegaard. Odegaard takes it out of his feet on his right foot, shot blocked, and McTominay will clear it down the line. And Saliba will head it from back from where it came. And Martinez clears it into the path of Bruno Fernandes on the centre circle, trying to free off Rashford, but Ramsdale is there. And he'll just clear it down the line. I thought 2-1. So a lot of people think Arsenal are going to win this. And I'll be honest with you, I wouldn't be surprised if they did win it. Zinchenko now, 1-on-1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Brings it central. And it ricochets into the path of Partey. Tomiyasu on the halfway line. Goes out wide to Saka. 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Tries to go around the inside this time. But he lays it into the path of Xhaka. Xhaka on this left-hand side into Martinelli. Martinelli 1-on-1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. On this left-hand side is who's going to get the better of each other. He tries to go around the inside across the middle, and Varane's there to clear it. And Anthony picks up the loose ball. Yeah, will do, Digstar. Will do. Anthony can't get past Zinchenko. Goes out for a throwing here on this left-hand side for Manchester United. In the 49-50 season, Spurs dominated Division 2 and won 9 points clear at the top of the table. The following season, Spurs went on a rampage and won the 50-51 Division 1 title. One of the players who played was an important role in the Spurs team was Sir Alf Ramsey, appointed England manager in 62 and coached them to their side England's World Cup win in 66. Wow, that's good bit of knowledge, that. So what you're saying, Digster, is the next, if Tottenham win the Premier League, a player from that team has to manage England, and England win the World Cup. Harry Kane. Odegaard switches it out to the left-hand side towards Zinchenko on the 50th minute, bringing the ball forward here on the left-hand side. Martinelli and Nketiah through the middle. He switches it out wide towards Saka, but Shaw's there to win the header, and he finds Christian Eriksen, who goes over the top towards Weghorst, but it's over here, and it falls to Gabriel on the centre circle. Manchester United just can't get in a bit of composure here on the ball. Arsenal now have it on this left-hand side. Martinelli goes backwards to Gabriel. Sessignon, England manager. Wow. Goes short to Saliba. Out wide to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu on the right side holds onto the ball here. Into the path of Saka. Saka 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Lays it into Odegaard. Odegaard on the turn. Eriksen's applying a bit of pressure. Odegaard lays it into Nketiah, but he can't get away from McTominay. But Odegaard wings the ball back, and he brings the ball forward, and he lays it into Xhaka. But Manchester United players are there, and they clear it away for a corner down the left-hand side. Beautiful play by Odegaard there. He manages to win the ball back and just come away with the ball, and no one's applying the pressure. Varane can't get there, and Martinez is there to cover, and he hits it out for a corner here. 51 minutes, corner taken short into Odegaard. It comes off Anthony. Bruno jumps up against Martinelli. It comes out to Eriksen. Eriksen loses the ball to Saka, and Zinchenko now has it here. Into the middle finds Saka. Saka now bringing the ball forward here. Tomiyasu to his right, Partey to his left. He goes out wide to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu one-on-one against Luke Shaw. Backwards to Saka here on the right hand side. What internet provider do you use? I use BT. Saka with a shot! Oh, Bukayo Saka takes one from distance and he puts it into the back of the net and uses the Marcus Rashford celebration, points to his head. What a beauty! What an absolute beauty here on Couch Sports Football! Everyone is gobsmacked for that split moment. What an absolute beauty by that man, Bukayo Saka! Wow! Wow! He picks it up here against Eriksen. Left foot, shot, and keeper sees it late. And it's into the back of the net. Wow, what a finish. Two-one here on Cal Sports Football. Say it every game. We need to lock this guy to a long-term contract. You're right. Scuba Culture, you are right there. Here we go with Tomiyasu now, the ball here on the 54th minute. Can they get another and kill this game? Odegaard on the halfway line. Switches it out to the left hand towards Martinelli. Martinelli won't keep it, can't keep it in play. It goes out for a throw here on the left hand side. Ladies and gentlemen, now we have a game on our hands. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 1, 54th minute, ladies and gentlemen. Bruno into Anthony. Back to Bruno. Over the top towards Weghorst, but he's cleared away by Saliba. Shaw wins the ball on the centre circle. Bringing the ball for Rashford to his left. Saka tracking back. Into Rashford on the left-hand side. One-on-one against Tomiyasu. Brings the ball forward, gets away from him with these, puts him on the floor, gets himself into the box. He still holds on to the ball. His shot is parried by Ramsdale, and Zinchenko's there to clear it. Wan-Bissaka wins the header into Anthony down the right side. One-on-one against Zinchenko. Cuts in on his left foot, goes into the box here, left foot across the middle, and is cleared away by Gabriel. And then Nketiah will try and get ahead of Martinez, but he goes on the back to David here on the left-hand side. 55th minute here on Cal Sports Football. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 1. Varane. Short to Eriksen. Back to Varane on the left-hand side. Into Martinez. 55th minute here on Cal Sports Football. Short to Anthony. Backwards to Varane on the centre circle. Manchester United now trying to get an equaliser with Christian Eriksen. Short to Rashford. Back to Eriksen. And he goes all the way back to Rafael Varane here on the left-hand side. And Arsenal will just sit back here and allow Manchester United to come onto them and see if they can get a counter here. How are we all doing? Varane now on the centre circle. Lays it into the path of Martinez. Wan-Bissaka's free down the right side. But he holds on to it. Martinez into McTominay. Back to Varane. Short to Shaw. Over the top towards Marcus Rashford, who's making a run behind, but Tomiyasu's there to win the header. Partey brings the ball under control, and it comes off Eriksen, and it goes out for a throwing here for Manchester United. Down that right-hand side, 56 minute play. Manchester United 1, Arsenal 2 here at the Emirates. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we Arsenal fans? Are we Manchester United fans? Or are we just fans of football? Ladies and gentlemen, just so you know, my name's Adam. Live on Couch Sports Football. This is a platform for all football fans around the world to come together and talk football. It doesn't matter where you're from. It doesn't matter who you support. If you watch the international sport of this planet Earth, ladies and gentlemen, this is the platform for you. So get your opinions in the chat as Rashford tries to bring the ball forward, but he can't keep it in play, and it goes out for a goal kick here on the right side for Arsenal. Ramsdale to restart the game here, 57th minute. Zinchenko on the shine side. Into the middle finds Partey, and Partey gets away from the players and he feeds it out wide to Nketiah, but Wan-Bissaka's there. Anthony can't win the ball. Bruno tries to feed the pass into Van Veghorst. Scott McTominay is there. He goes short to Bruno. Back to Van Veghorst. Anthony's free down the right hand side. So is Rashford, but he goes out to the left hand side towards Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw on the ball here. Into the middle finds Bruno. Bruno in the box. Back to Luke Shaw across the middle, but it comes off the Arsenal man and it goes out for a corner down the left hand side. Bruno steps over to, Luke Shaw steps over to take the corner here. Ericsson steps over to take the corner here on this left-hand side. 58th minute. An equalizer here makes the game just a little bit better. Christian Eriksen gives the signal, right foot into the box, punched away by Ramsdale. Martinez is down with a header, it's into the back of the net, and Manchester United have equalised with the World Cup winner, Lisandro Martinez, ladies and gentlemen. And what a time to equalise here on Couch Sports Football. We just get better and better. This game gets better and better, ladies and gentlemen. 58 minutes, 2-2. Wow! Saliba over the top there, ladies and gentlemen. That was weak. Scuba culture. Not happy with that goal. Two here on Couch Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. 60th minute, Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Van Veghorst can't get away from Partey, and Tomiyasu goes all the way back to the keeper here. 30 minutes left to go. Ramsdale goes out wide to Saliba. Intercepted high the pitch by Rashford, but it goes out for an Arsenal throwing here. Tomiyasu now to take the corner, throwing down that right side. Long throwing in towards Saka, headed on by Shaw. Flicked on, but it's cleared away by Partey over the top. Rafael Varane will run this down. Martinelli, is there. applying the pressure, and he finds Martinez, who goes first time into Eriksen. Eriksen into Wan-Bissaka here on the left hand side, bringing the ball forward here. Out to the right side towards Anthony. Anthony 1-1 against Zinchenko. Wan-Bissaka makes it another ball, but he goes into McTominay. McTominay on the turn into Weghorst, but he's behind him, and Tomiyasu's there, and he holds onto the ball here. Can't get away from Rashford. Rashford wins the ball back here off Tomiyasu. Rashford holding him off here. Tries to go around the inside. Gets himself into the box on the edge, but he loses it. It comes out to Anthony, but Anthony loses the ball, and Arsenal come away with a appeal on the right side with Thomas Partey. Out to the left side, but it's intercepted there by Wan-Bissaka. The referee's going to pull it back here for a free kick by Weghorst. And Arsenal will restart the game here on the right side. 62 minutes played. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Saliba goes out wide to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu into Saka. Saka holds the ball up here. Tries to get away from Shaw. And he switches out to the left-hand side towards Zinchenko, who's got space to bring the ball for Xhaka's through the middle. Martinelli to his left. Zinchenko lays it into Martinelli. 1-on-1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He cuts in on his right foot on the edge towards Odegaard, but he's blocked by Eriksen, and it comes out to Shaw here. Gets away from Eddie Nketiah, bringing the ball forward here. Rashford makes a run off the ball. If he can find him, he's in behind here. Tomiyasu's there. The flag stays down here. Rashford 1-1 against Tomiyasu, but he can't get away from him, and it's cleared away, and it falls to Partey here on the right side. Partey goes short to Xhaka. Xhaka out to the left-hand side towards Martinelli. 1-on-1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka, who had a great game against Zaha. What's he going to do this time? Squares it into Xhaka. Xhaka into Zinchenko. Zinchenko on the centre circle. Out wide to Odegaard. Odegaard has Saka and Nketiah ahead of him. He goes out wide to Saka. Saka 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw here. Brings it into the box. Lays it into the middle towards Nketiah, but it comes off the defender, and it goes out for a corner here on that left-hand side. Or does it go out for a goal kick? Shaw letting Saka just drift into the box here. Oh no, goal kick. "64 minutes played. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Martinez to restart the game. Goes short to De Gea on the left-hand side. De Gea out wide to Luke Shaw. Shaw over the top towards Weghorst. Leaves it into Rashford, but Saliba's there. And he goes all the way back to David De Gea. Ramsdale on the right side. Ramsdale on the edge of his own box. Squares it into Saliba. Saliba on the right side goes short to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu on that right side, bringing the ball forward into the Manchester United half. He holds on to it on the halfway line. Squares it into Odegaard. Back to Tomiyasu. Backwards to Saliba on the right side. Saliba goes short to Zinchenko. Backwards to Saliba. Saliba into Gabriel. Gabriel goes short to Saliba. Into Zinchenko. Squares it into Partey. Partey on the turn. Over the top towards Odegaard. Odegaard brings it down on the halfway line. Backwards to Zinchenko. Gets away from Bruno. Back to Partey. Returns it to Zinchenko on the halfway line. Out wide to Odegaard. 1-on-1 against Christian Eriksen. Zinchenko is free alongside him, but he goes square to Partey on the centre circle. Out to the left-hand side towards Martinelli. 1-on-1 against Wan-Bissaka. Goes round the inside this time. Cuts it back, and he lays it back to Gabriel. First time into Zinchenko. In behind to Xhaka. Xhaka's free here. 1-on-1 against the middle. It falls to Odegaard. Odegaard left foot. Over the bar. Goes up for a corner here on the left-hand side. Manchester United getting split open there at the back. "65th minute here, Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Martinelli to take the corner. Whips it in, back post. Gabriel jumps up, but he heads it wide. How are we all doing, ladies and gentlemen? How are we all doing? Martinez now. Back to Rafael Varane. All the way back to David De Gea here. De Gea into Martinez. Out wide to Varane here. Back to David De Gea. Manchester United trying to play out their own box. Shaw. Back to De Gea. Tomiyasu applying the pressure. De Gea high up into the air towards Valvegos, who wins the header, but it falls to Martinelli on the centre circle. Into Odegaard. Odegaard has Partey to his right and Tomiyasu. He goes backwards to Partey. Partey into Odegaard. Backwards to Partey. Goes back to Saliba. Saliba into Zinchenko. Backwards to Gabriel on the halfway line. Bringing the ball forward into the Manchester United half. Out to the left-hand side towards Granit Xhaka. Backwards to Gabriel on the halfway line. Out to the left-hand side towards Xhaka. 1-on-1 against Anthony. It goes backwards to Gabriel. Saliba on the centre circle. Into Odegaard. Intercepted there by Weghorst. He gets away from Partey. And he's brought down. And is that not going to be a yellow card to Partey, ref? No, referee carries on with Eriksen. Bruno Fernandes in behind to Luke Shaw on the left-hand side. 1-on-1 against Tomiyasu across the middle, and it comes off Tomiyasu. And it goes out for a corner down the left-hand side for Manchester United. Looks like Fred is going to be coming on here for Erik ten Hag's Manchester United. Is he going to take off Scott McTominay or is he going to take off Anthony? Does he take off Anthony and put Bruno out wide? Eriksen now. Backwards to Rafael Varane here on this left-hand side. Bringing the ball forward. Out to the right side towards Aaron Wan-Bissaka. He's got Anthony to his right and he finds him. Anthony back to Varane. And Varane goes all the way back to Martinez on the halfway line. Into Eriksen down that left-hand side. Shaw ahead of him. Rashford in through the middle. But he goes backwards to Martinez on the halfway line. And Eddie Nketiah forces him to go all the way back to the keeper. David De Gea now on this left-hand side. On the edge of his own box. Clears the ball down the line, but it's Saliba who heads it on. Bruno can't get there ahead of Odegaard. Eddie Nketiah brings the ball under control here on this left-hand side. He's got Saka to his right and he finds him. Saka 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. He drifts forward, couple of step overs, tries to go around the outside. Shaw still backing off here, and he manages to find the ball into Tomiyasu. Back post is Martinelli across the middle, but Varane's there. It comes out to Zinchenko, who lays it into Xhaka. Back to Zinchenko. He goes backwards to Gabriel. Out to the left-hand side towards Martinelli. Into the middle finds Zinchenko. Tries to go around the outside of Bruno, but he goes backwards to Gabriel. Out to the left-hand side towards Xhaka. Martinelli makes a run in behind, but he goes backwards to Saliba on the centre circle. 69th minute played, Arsenal 1. Sorry, Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Gabriel on the halfway line. Backwards to Saliba. 1-2 with Partey. Holding onto the ball, Saliba squares it into Gabriel. Zinchenko's free down this left-hand side if he can find it, but he goes short to Martinelli. And Martinelli has time to turn on the centre circle into Granit Xhaka. Saka's free down the right side. Odegaard is short. Saka 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Odegaard makes a run off the ball, but Saka comes in infield. And another shot, and it's just wide off the post. Another shot by Bukayo Saka, and it's just wide off the post. And did it hit a deflection? Let's have a look. What are Manchester United players doing, allowing... No, it didn't come off anyone. It hit the post and that went out for a goal kick. What are Manchester United players doing, allowing Bukayo Saka to take shots from there? Yeah, Anthony's coming off. So Bruno goes out wide and Fred comes on into the middle of the park. 70th minute here. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Fred comes onto the pitch now. Is there a winner in this game? Martinelli to take the corner. I didn't even see it come off anyone. How's it gone out for a corner? Corner taken. Headed away by Rashford. Fred jumps up against Odegaard. And Eriksen is there just to clear it down the line. Ramsdale here on the centre circle. Switches it out to the left-hand side towards Martinelli. Martinelli's 1-on-1 against Wan-Bissaka here. Bruno shocking back. He gets away from both of them. And Varane is there to clear it away. And it falls to Christian Eriksen. Short to Bruno. Back to Eriksen. Eriksen on the turn. First time in towards Weghorst, who takes it on the turn. Zinchenko is there and he wins it off. Sorry, Scott McTominay wins it off him. And it's Zinchenko now on the ball, bringing the ball forward here. Out to that right side towards Tomiyasu. Back to Saka. Is Saka going to get another opportunity here? Zinchenko. Out wide to Saka. Goes into Tomiyasu. Into Odegaard. Odegaard on the turn. Tries to wait for Tomiyasu, but he goes backwards to Saka. Odegaard now goes around the outside of Rashford. Backwards to Zinchenko. Out wide to Saliba, but Zinchenko's driving with the ball here. Gets himself into the box. Fred is there. He gets away from Fred. Saka goes backwards to Saliba. Saliba returns it to Saka on that right side. 1-on-1 against Shaw into Tomiyasu, who's in behind here. Across the edge of the box, but it's headed away by Scott McTominay. And it comes out to Saliba. Out to the left-hand side towards Xhaka. Arsenal applying the pressure here. Martinelli goes around the outside of Wan-Bissaka. Cuts it back to Gabriel. Returns it back to Martinelli, who takes on the turn. He goes backwards to Saliba on the centre circle. The Arsenal fans trying to push this Arsenal team higher up the field. Saka on that right side. On the touchline. Squares up Luke Shaw into Eddie Nketiah. Tries to take on the turn, but he goes backwards to Saka. A few players make a run off the ball, but he switches it out to the left-hand side towards Zinchenko. 1-on-1 against Wan-Bissaka. Saka makes a run off the ball. The ball points to the box. David De Gea gathers in his hands. And Manchester United restart the game here on the left-hand side. 72 minutes played. Just under 18 minutes of the 90 to go plus added time. Martinez on the left-hand side to restart the game for Manchester United. Goes back to David De Gea, and he goes out wide to Luke Shaw on that left-hand side. Tomiyasu comes to apply the pressure. Lays it over the top there. Weghorst into Rashford, but it's intercepted there by Saliba. He goes on the outside of Weghorst. He gets away from Shaw into Saka, into Eddie Nketiah. Rafael Varane holds him up. Nketiah holds onto the ball here. Backwards to Partey. Partey holds onto it central. Out to that right side towards Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu takes it in his stride. He's got 2 players to aim for in the box. 3 on the back post, but Scott McTominay is there, and he just hoofs it out of play. Saliba brings the ball under control here on the centre circle. Saliba into Xhaka on the halfway line. Arsenal are commanding this second half. Short to Gabriel. Goes backwards to Xhaka. Xhaka holds onto the ball on the centre circle. Squares it into Partey. Partey out wide to Tomiyasu. Backwards to Saliba. Saliba on the right side. Holds onto the ball here. Over the top towards Eddie Nketiah. Fred can't get there, but Eddie Nketiah does, but Luke Shaw wins the ball off him. The referee pulls it back here for a Manchester United free kick. 74th minute played. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. th minute. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Leandro Trossard getting warmed up here. Martinelli can't win the header against Wan-Bissaka. Gabriel clears it down the line into the path of McTominay. McTominay out wide to Wan-Bissaka. In towards Bruno, but it comes off Zinchenko. And it goes out for a Manchester United throwing on the halfway line. Varane. Wan-Bissaka back to Martinez. All the way back to David De Gea on the left-hand side. 75th minute played. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. De Gea clears the ball down the line. Fred holds onto it. Can't get away from Tomiyasu. Goes out for a Manchester United throwing. Weghorst holds onto the ball here. Tries to feed in behind to Rashford, but Saliba's there. And Tomiyasu finds Gabriel. Gabriel into Zinchenko. Scott McTominay wins the ball off him. And he's got Bruno ahead of him, but he holds onto it. Into Eriksen, but Partey's there. And Eriksen can't get the head of Saliba. And Ramsdale manages to clear it away. And it goes out for a throwing here on the right side for Manchester United. 75th minute played. Varane on the touchline. Backwards to Martinez. Martinez holds onto the ball here. Sees a run over the top towards Rashford. Tomiyasu's there to win the header. Fred wins the second header. Falls to Rashford on that left-hand side. Takes it out of his feet. But offside flag goes up. '76th minute. Arsenal 2. Manchester United 2 here at the Emirates. Saliba to restart the game here for Arsenal. Who is going to be the next player to come on for either team? Does Garnacho come on for Manchester United? Does Trossard come on for Arsenal? Saka can't win the header against Shaw. McTominay goes up for the second one and just clears it down the line. Odegaard wins the second one. Xhaka brings the ball under control, but Weghorst is there. Eriksen can't get the head of Partey, and it's Saliba into Odegaard. Partey gets away from Fred and he brings the ball forward here. Saka and Nketiah are his players. He tries to feed him behind, but it's intercepted. And Shaw gets away from Saka here and feeds it down the line into Bruno. Weghorst into Bruno Fernandes, who on the halfway line tries to feed him behind to Rashford. He can't get the head of Tomiyasu. Yes, he does, but he's brought down here. Nothing given. Tomiyasu now on the ball here on the side. 77th minute. Gabriel Zinchenko out to the left-hand side towards Granit Xhaka. On the halfway line, can't get away from Wan-Bissaka. Martinelli's free down the left-hand side, but Zinchenko goes over the top towards Odegaard. Odegaard on the halfway line, bringing it forward. 78th minute here on Couch Sports Football. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Tomiyasu goes out wide to Saka. Saka holds on to the ball here. 1-on-1 against Luke Shaw. Drifts himself into the box again. Goes around the outside, ball pointer. It falls to Martinelli. Can't get it out of his feet. Tries to go around the outside, but he's goes on his own, and Martinez is there with the head, and he goes out for a corner here on that right side for Arsenal. 78th minute here on Couch Sports Football. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Corner here for Arsenal. They've conceded from 1. Can they score from 1? How are we all doing in the chat? Where are we all from, and who do we support? Are we Arsenal fans? Are we Manchester United fans? Are we just fans of football? Corner here on the right side for Arsenal. Bukayo Saka steps over to take it. Gives the signal here. Puts the ball in on the edge of the 6-yard box. Gabriel's there, but it's headed away. It comes out to Zinchenko. Out to the left-hand side towards Eddie Nketiah. 1-on-1 against Aaron Wan-Bissaka. Goes on his right foot, goes on his left foot. He drifts into the box, goes around the inside. And Wan-Bissaka's there with a winner. And Wan-Bissaka clears the ball down the line. Can Eriksen get there ahead of Saliba? No, he can't. Fred on the centre circle and it goes out wide to Tomiyasu. Saka, 1-on-1 against Bruno. Goes around the outside, into the middle, finds Odegaard. Odegaard on the turn, into Zinchenko. Zinchenko has time, tries to feed it into Xhaka, but it's blocked by Scott McTominay, and it comes out to Martinelli down the left-hand side. Martinelli 1-on-1 against Wan-Bissaka. Scott McTominay comes over to cover. Zinchenko tries to find the return pass, but Wan-Bissaka's there, and it goes out for a corner down the left-hand side for Arsenal. 79th minute played. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2 here on Couch Sports Football. Corner down this left-hand side for Arsenal. 79th minute, just over 10 to go of the 90. Martinelli puts the ball into the box, punched away by David De Gea. Zinchenko out wide to Saka on the right side, brings the ball into the box here, gets away from Weghorst, lays it, holds onto the ball here, puts it into the box, he's heading away. Eddie Nketiah is there, but he heads it over. Xhaka keeps it alive. It's Gabriel with the flick on. Tomiyasu is there. Scott McTominay is there, and Wan-Bissaka clears it down the line. But Saliba gathers the ball here down that touchline, and Arsenal will carry on applying the pressure. Saka on the right side, 1-on-1 against Fred, brings it infield. Fred snaps at him, back heel to Odegaard. Odegaard in the box here. All the players are drifting in there. Xhaka is there. He loses the ball, and De Gea punches away. Why is he not going to hold it? It comes onto the edge of the box to Partey, right foot, cuts away from the defender, lays it out to the left-hand side towards Martinelli. 1-on-1 against Bruno Fernandes, gets himself into the box, onto the edge, but Wan-Bissaka's there to clear it away, and Zinchenko gathers the loose ball on the halfway line. Gabriel on the left-hand side. Manchester United cannot get possession of the ball. Martinelli gets away from the Manchester United player. Scott McTominay tracking him down the left-hand side. Xhaka can't get away from Weghorst. Bruno's there. Into Wan-Bissaka here on the left-hand side, and Manchester United have possession of the ball. Weghorst back to Bruno. Bruno switches it out to that left-hand side towards Luke Shaw. And it falls to Gabriel again, and Manchester United have to defend. Arsenal have the ball. Actually, no, there's a head injury here. It's Bruno Fernandes that's gone down here. 81 minutes played. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2 here on Couch Sports Football. Bruno's back up on his feet. Looks like Leandro Trossard is coming on here for Arsenal. "82 minutes played here. 82 minutes played here. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Arsenal have the ball here with Partey on the centre circle. Out wide to Tomiyasu. Saka. Brought down by Shaw. And that's going to be a yellow card for Luke Shaw here on that left-hand side. "83 minutes played here on Couch Sports Football. Currently a draw. This isn't a good result for Arsenal. This is not a good result for Arsenal. They could go 5 points clear at the top of the table with a victory. 83rd minute here on Couch Sports Football. The referee there just having a word with the players on the edge of the box. Odegaard to take the free kick here. Something off the training ground here for Arsenal. Ball whips into the box. Headed away. Still ricocheting about. And it forced Nketiah, saved by De Gea. And is cleared away. And goes out for a throwing here for Arsenal on the right side. David De Gea forced into making a huge save there on the 83rd minute. Corner here for Arsenal on the right side. 84th minute played. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Partey with a throwing into the box. McTominay flicks it into the path of Tomiyasu, who goes backwards to Zinchenko. Zinchenko back to Tomiyasu on the edge of the box. Out wide to Gabriel. Gabriel cuts in on his left foot, but he can't get away from Tomiyasu, and Veghorst is there to clear it away. Fred will try and charge it down. Saliba on the halfway line. Out wide to Partey. Partey into Tomiyasu. Trying to track back, but it comes off the Manchester United player and it goes out for a throwing here on the right side for Arsenal. Zinchenko. Last 15 minutes, Arsenal have had 5 shots and Manchester United have had none. Saka on the right side puts it across the middle, but Wan-Bissaka is there to clear it away, and it goes out for a throwing on this left-hand side, and Rafael Varane is losing his shit at the Manchester United players, allowing Arsenal into this game. Leandro Trossard to take the corner here on this left-hand side. Whips the ball into the box, headed away by Martinez. Gabriel heads it into the pass of David De Gea. And David De Gea gathers it in his hands here on this left-hand side. 85th minute played. Eddie Nketiah there. '85th minute here on Couch Sports Football. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2 here. David De Gea to restart the game here on this left-hand side. Partey wins the header. Wan-Bissaka wins the second one. Scott McTominay finds Christian Eriksen, and he brings the ball forward here. Out wide towards Bruno, but Christian Eriksen manages to hold onto the ball. He takes the shot, And it comes off Gabriel and it goes out for a corner here on the right side for Manchester United. 86-minute played, 3.5 to go plus. Sorry, 3.5 of the 90 to go plus added time here on Cal Sports Football. How are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. Hope you're having a wonderful day. Netherlands there in the chat. Chelsea are greater than Arsenal. Ooh. Fighting words there by Netherlands. Luke Shaw to take the corner here down the right side. Gives the signal. Left foot into the box. They've scored from one. Can they score from another? No, they can't. Because Gabriel's there to head it away. And Wan-Bissaka loses the ball to Saka. And that's going to be a yellow card. Oh, no, he's not giving anything. He's not giving anything. But how are you doing, Netherlands? So you're a Chelsea fan, I'm assuming. If you are a Chelsea fan, my question to you is, what made you support Chelsea? And who's your favourite Chelsea player of all time? I'll tell you mine. Mine is a toss-up of Michael Essien and Didier Drogba. A toss-up between Essien and Didier Drogba. I would have loved to see Essien at United. I would have loved to have seen Essien at United. Zinchenko goes short to Partey, who takes on the turn. Into Saka down that right side, goes backwards to Tomiyasu. Tomiyasu holds onto the ball. Into the middle, finds Zinchenko on the centre circle. Bruno is there, tracking back. And he goes backwards to Partey. Partey out wide to Saka on the halfway line, who holds the ball up backwards to Partey. And he goes all the way back to Ramsdale here on the right side. Gabriel on the edge of his own box. Over the top there towards Eddie Nketiah, but Varane is there to win the ball. Eriksen brings the ball down. Scott McTominay now takes on the turn in towards Van Veghorst, but Saliba's there to win the ball back. And Leandro Trossard now comes away with the ball here on the left-hand side. Drive with the ball into the Manchester United half. Short to Nketiah, who goes backwards to Xhaka. Who's come off for? Oh, Martinelli's come off for Trossard. Tomiyasu into Saka. One-on-one against Shaw. Tries to go inside, into the middle, but Fred is there to win the ball back. And he goes back to Martinez. Shaw, first time into Fred. Into Rashford. Goes backwards to Martinez. Brings the ball under control. Out wide to Fred. Tries to play first time, but it goes out for an Arsenal throwing. Gabriel on the centre circle. 1 minute of the 90 to go plus at a time. Arsenal 2, Manchester United 2. Tomiyasu now with the ball. Saka. Backwards to Partey. Into Xhaka. Scott McTominay can't get there. Leandro Trossard does. He's got Zinchenko free to his left. Wan-Bissaka across the middle. Shot blocked. Nketiah is there. And declared for an offside. Eddie Nketiah scores here on Cal Sports Football and makes it Arsenal 3, Manchester United 2 here. Ladies and gentlemen, here on Cal Sports Football. What a game of football. Wan-Bissaka gets caught 1-on-2 there. Where's Eddie Nketiah offside here? No idea. I think he's onside, I think Martinez keeps him onside. I'm sure Nketiah is onside here. Let's have a look. It falls to Trossard on the left-hand side. Zinchenko is there. Is Zinchenko offside? Don't know. Ball's pointing to the box. Oh, Wan-Bissaka keeps him on. Wan-Bissaka keeps him on. Wan-Bissaka keeps him on. It's 3-2 here, ladies and gentlemen. No, Nketiah's onside there, surely. Nketiah's onside there, surely. Yeah, the goal's given. 3-2, ladies and gentlemen. It's what they deserve. It is what they deserve. Let's say that's 90th minute. I don't know. Arsenal 3, Manchester United 2 here on Car Sports Football, ladies and gentlemen. That man, Nketiah, scores the goal. Ramsdale now here on the ball on the shine side. Gathers it in his hands. What a Manchester United sleeping at the back there. I just saw that, Digster. How are you doing? Long kick out by Ramsdale. Eddie Nketiah loses the header to Martinez. Odegaard is there, but it's Martinez who comes away with the ball, clears the ball down the line, but Zinchenko wins the header. Falls to Odegaard, battling out against Fred. Falls to Garnacho. Looks like Garnacho's come on here for Valvegos, I'm assuming. The draw would be an ideal result. No, Varane's come off here. Varane has come off here. Manchester United going for the equaliser here on this right side. 92 minutes played. Rob Holding coming on here for Odegaard. The draw would have been the ideal result for me. Manchester United 2, Arsenal 3 at the Emirates. Ladies and gentlemen, how are we all doing? Welcome to the stream. I hope you're having a wonderful day. How are we all doing? Where are we all from and who do we support? Are we Arsenal fans? Are we Manchester United fans? Or are we just fans of football? Let me know in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Martinez on the halfway line goes all the way back to De Gea on the left-hand side. 93 minutes played. We don't even know how many minutes of added time we have. Because Arsenal drop points and United drop points. Bruno now with the ball on the side side. Floats the ball in towards Ericsson. Headed away by Zinchenko. Forces Saka. Backwards to Zinchenko. Clears the ball down the line. Into Luke Shaw, who takes it in his stride and goes backwards to Martinez. First time into Fred. Fred on the centre circle. Has time to turn. Out to the shine side towards Bruno. Headed away by Zinchenko. Trossard brings the ball under control. On the centre circle. Gets away from Bruno. Drives with the ball here. Into the Manchester United half. Out to the left side towards Eddie Nketiah. Fred tracking back. Eddie Nketiah drives it into the corner. Into the middle finds Odegaard, but Martinez is there, but he finds Saka. Saka on the edge of the box here. Can't get away from Martinez. Trossard is there. He gets away from the Manchester United players, and he holds onto it here on the edge of the box, but he loses the ball, and it goes out to Zinchenko down the left-hand side. 94th minute played. Arsenal 3, Manchester United 2. Eddie Nketiah now the ball on the left-hand side. Statement game for us, you think, is a huge victory for you guys. It's a huge victory for you guys. Martinez on the ball here on the left-hand side. Floats the ball over the top towards Garnacho, but it falls to Saliba on the centre circle. Saliba clears the ball down the line. High up into the air. Fred brings the ball under control here. And that is that, ladies and gentlemen. It has finished full time here on Car Sports Football. Arsenal 3, Manchester United 2. And what a game of football we had. What a game of football we had here, ladies and gentlemen. Now, I'm going to have to call it there, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you have a wonderful evening. I'll be back tomorrow where we have Fulham taking on Tottenham. Until then, stay safe. Peace.